on the road to 400 subscribers. So guys, let's get there before this week ends. It is currently on Thursday, but I'm hoping by Sunday we'll get to 400 subscribers. And without further ado, let's go to the video. Peace out. Hey guys, those that don't know, guys, the first AMG was actually a W202 chassis. It was known as the C43 AMG. I'll have it right here. That AMG came with a 4.3 liter V8, whereas the other normal C class cars came with I don't know, maybe an inline 6 or an inline 4 engines. But today I'll talk about some of the differences between this car and the C43 AMG. The first AMG was from this chassis right here. The first AMG was from a W202. Let me say that again because maybe you don't know. But anyway guys, if you know this channel, please do like, comment, subscribe, like and share, because this channel is going up. We are growing so fast, guys. If I had the opportunity to like suck all your dicks, bro, I'll literally do that every single day. Pause, bro, pause. Bro, guys, behind me is my C200 Elegance. As you can see, it's finished in, is this maroon or red? I don't know. I'm not really sure if it's pink either. I'm not really sure, but the color code on this car is actually crazy. But anyway guys, let's first go with the back of this car. The first AMG looked exactly like this one. I'll have a clip of how the back of the C43 AMGs look like. But starting off, a major difference was actually this badge right here. The AMG had a C43 over here and an AMG badge right here. That means it was a real man's car and it had the big boy stuff. So the AMG looked exactly like this one. It was the same chassis, the body style was the same, the front looked the same, except these badges. So behind right here, that badge was different, but the whole lighting was the same. And also right here guys, it had a dual tip single exit dual tip exhaust right here. So the same happens to this one right here. It had the same setup, just to exhaust, but I think it had bigger tips compared to this one right here. Bigger tips was a major difference because that car used to breathe a lot, so it needed more tips to come out. But it had a single, not really dual whatever, but it had a single dual tip exhaust. And yeah, on the side, like I said, the badges were different. Then on the side, it had the same thing. And then another difference has to be right here, because right here it had the AMG badge. As you can see right here, it had the AMG badge, but the front was looking the same. Now this car right here, guys, I've been filming videos from this side because this side, this car, guys, can't start. I don't know why it's doing that. It's been doing that for a minute. This car can't even start anymore, so the car is kind of ruined and what's not. So the exterior was pretty much the same. It had bigger rims. Actually, it had bigger rims and bigger AMG. So on the rotors, I don't think if you guys can see, these are in the brakes on this side. The brake disc, they had an AMG badge on them, but they were bigger 18 or 19-inch rims. Those rims looked so good, but the same. It was actually the same, everything was just the same. Now the interior was also the same, guys. The interior was actually the same. If you look in here, we have a normal standard looking C-Class, but the AMG, it had some few differences. Like right here, we have a 4-speed automatic. As you can see, we have a 4-speed automatic. The same came. Oh no, the AMG had a 5-speed automatic, but it had almost the same, except this one, as you guys know before, it has a story behind all these. Then on the dash, it went to up to 160 miles per hour, and then we had an AMG badge right here. You know what I'm saying? Also an AMG badge, I think right here, AMG badge over here. So that car was much beefier, but the interior was I think the same. A few things were just different, but the interior was the same compared to the other, the other normal looking C-Class. Back in the day, if you had an AMG, guys, you were top of the line people. Not really a lot of people had these kind of cars, you know what I'm saying? So let me open the trunk and I'll show you another difference. What was different compared to this other one and this other car that I have right here. My camera is now even more clear than before. Now if you look in this thing is so hard to open. So here breathes the best part of this of the whole of the C43 engine. Now right here, guys, we have an M3 triple one engine, but the C43 AMG had an M113 engine that was a 4.3 liter V8 that sounded so awesome, looked so awesome. So the engine was just different. It had a 5-speed automatic, and this one has a 4-speed automatic. V8 here we have an inline 4. You know what I'm saying, inline 4 engine, as you can see right here. So that's a very big difference. That's why it was an AMG, and this one it's not. It had the Elegance package right there. So yeah, the whole exterior, guys, the car looked pretty much the same. The interior was also the same. I think I've shown you how the interior looks like. It had the same, but it had some AMG accents here and there. You know what I'm saying? The whole AMG package was just top of the line car back then. Like I said earlier, it came with a V8, and these cars don't really come with a V8. These cars come with a inline 6 or an inline 4 engine, but the suspension was much stiffer. The suspension was more responding compared to others. And yeah, so like I said earlier, the interior was the same. I think right here comes, it's my Elegance interior. As you can see, we have the Elegance package, but I think the AMGs came with an Elegance package. The dash went up to 160. Here goes to up to 140, as you guys can see right there, goes to 140. The interior was, I think, the same. Nothing much, nothing different came with this the W202 chassis over here. And here comes my baby AMG. I think I'll name this thing the baby AMG. Wow. And the difference that's with this car, I think most AMGs came with a sunroof, but this one doesn't have a sunroof. It has just a plain top right here. We have a plain top C200, but the AMGs, I think, came with that one. And the difference with my car, I think it's that one came with electric windows that you can from there, also electric power seats, but these ones are manually. You have to adjust them manually on this side right here and also right here. So that's a very big difference, but the cluster was actually the same. This whole thing looked the same compared to that AMG. This whole thing also the same. I think we just had some few buttons here and there, but this car was actually being broken into, and yeah, that's why it has this funny looking you know what I'm saying, everything. So right here I think it was also the same, but we had an AMG badge almost like right there, and also an AMG badge right here. The steering was also the same. That's no difference. We had an AMG badge right here on the side. AMG badge was right here, but the wheels in front were also the same.